Hi guys, Ron Rohde from Ronald Rohde Law, and today we're going to be talking about a really interesting piece of the recent legislation that was passed. If you'll recall, this was a piece of legislation that Trump actually vetoed, and then it subsequently went back to Congress and they overrode the veto. Now, what's in this bill that's going to affect you as a real estate investor or as somebody who creates and forms LLCs? There is a provision in there, and they title it under anti-money laundering, but there is going to be new federal oversight, federal requirements for reporting the beneficial owner or the ultimate owner of every LLC. What does that mean for you? It's going to create additional reporting obligations with possibly federal penalties if you don't comply with this new reporting. For most of my clients, they're not going to be subject to the exemptions for publicly traded or for large companies with meeting the threshold. And so it's going to create an additional reporting requirement as well as an additional overlay when we're forming new LLCs. So stay tuned for regulations and promulgations on how it's going to be enforced. But for now, just know that the federal government is looking into individual state formation. So just by way of background, LLC formations and registration of entities used to be something that was solely done by the states. States would recognize other state registrations, but it was managed at the state level. The federal government really only stepped in for anti-money laundering and for banking purposes, but those two were largely separate. Now, under these new provisions, which you'll see here, there is a little bit of guidance into what they're going to require. So the name, the address, other information on who the actual owner is, and if you're an international investor in particular, this could cause a lot of problems for tax withholding or other requirements under the CRS standard. So just be aware, if you're a foreign investor, if you have US-based LLCs, you may get a notice and your standing could be in jeopardy if you don't comply with these new federal requirements. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more updates as we roll these out and apply this for our clients.